Episode 2, let's get it popping. Before I get started, I want to shout out my unofficial, let me repeat that one more time, my unofficial sponsor of this podcast. Maybe one day they'll become official. First, I never really used to drink vodka. I always thought it tastes like rubbing alcohol. So I stayed away from it. I was a cognac drinker. All dark for me. Until one day somebody put me on to Tito's handmade vodka. Since then, nothing's been the same. Everything changed. I threw out all of my other drinks in the house. I stocked my house with Tito's. It is the best, cleanest, smoothest, refreshing vodka in this world. All right? I'm not just saying that. They're my unofficial sponsor, so you know they're not paying me to say that. This is just my personal opinion, and it's fact, okay? Because a lot of people love it as well. So go to your local store and go get you some Tito's vodka. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. I think they have a website too, titosvodka.com. See if that works. Like I said, they're my unofficial sponsor, all right? Anyway, UFC 201. Look, before we get started, Dana White and UFC, I think they need to change something, okay? When you got some BS cards like UFC 201, I believe that the price needs to come down on pay-per-view. I understand that not everything can be free. You just gave us a nice free show on Fox with Holly Holmes. And by the way, I don't know what the hell's happened to her career. I love Holly, and I have no clue why she's so tentative in the octagon. She even said it herself. She wishes that she could just be just more explosive and just attack all the time. I don't know what's keeping her from doing that. Maybe she doesn't think she has a strong chin or something. I have no clue. Anyway, back to UFC 201. Look, UFC, when you got weak-ass cards like this, first of all, stop disrespecting the fan, okay? We know this card's bullshit. The main event is on point, okay? Rose, I love Rose to death, but cut it out. You trying to tell me this is worth $60 HD, $50 standard? There's no way. I propose to UFC, when they know they have bullshit cards, fine. If you don't want to say it's a weak card, fine. Just make these cards $40, man. Both ways, HD, SD. $40. You'll make more money, I guarantee you, than keeping the price at $60 and $50. Weak-ass cards, like UFC 201, $40. UFC 200, UFC 202, blah, blah, blah. Your regular pricing. But when you have bullshit-ass cards, lower the fucking price. It doesn't make any type of sense. This has to be one of the worst cards on pay-per-view, on paper, that I've seen. Maybe you'll see I don't want to be wrong, 176. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been at least a year and a half, too. This is really fucking bad. But anyway, I just want to preview the main event real quick. I'm not going to be as long as I was in episode 1, obviously, the rise and fall of John Jones. If you haven't heard that, go ahead and give that a listen. I think something crazy is going to happen Saturday night. Now, let's break down these two fighters real quick. Robbie, Warrior. There's really not much negative things you could say about Robbie Lawler. Only thing really, if you want to nitpick, nobody's really been able to challenge him on the ground or try to take him down. He has good takedown defense. And when you take him down, he pops up so fucking quick. I almost want to say he's an expert at this point. But if you can get him down, when's the last time you seen Robbie on his back in a full guard? I feel like we haven't consistently, on the ground, at least more than 2-3 minutes. I feel like we haven't seen that in a while. And I think people come out there with that game plan, But then that motherfucker just sucks you into a fucking war, man. It's ridiculous, man. He's one of the guys that's able to suck people into a war without showboating, without having to do like the Anderson or the Connor to try and get you to war with him, or even the Diaz brothers way. Like, he sucks you into a war without talking shit, and he questions your ego by hitting you in the face and looking at you and staring at you. And it's not necessarily so much in bad taste or showboating. Like, you feel it as another man in there. Like, you feel it. You're like, nah, man, I can't let this dude do that to me. And every single fight, at least within the last 2 to 3 years, they've all been sucked into fucking wars. But I feel like on Saturday night, I love Robbie Lawler, I'm telling y'all, man. But I feel like on Saturday night, all this shit comes to an end. You gotta understand, I know that I am probably 1 or 2% of people out there that feel this way, because every time I look up and what I've been seeing, everybody saying Willie has taking too much time off. He's going to be rusty. He has no shot. Robbie's going to knock him out first round. Like, I just been saying all this shit. I'm like, man, you know what? This is reminding me, and I don't want to compare, but I think this is going to be that one night UFC went to Atlanta. I think this is going to be that night, man. Chuck Liddell, I believe, got knocked out by Rashad Evans in Atlanta, I believe. I could be wrong. Obviously, I'm not wrong about that outcome. I feel like this is going to be one of them nights. If you got a little money, put your money on Tyron Woodley. I feel like something crazy, something special is going to happen on Saturday night. I really believe that. I think Woodley, yeah. I mean, let's break down what people say about him. I mean, first of all, they say he's on roids, which is ridiculous. Okay, he's one of the most tested fighters in the UFC. He's even shown his papers online for you stan idiot fans to see. Don't you think he would have got popped by now? USADA don't play, man. They do not play. They're catching everybody. You think they would spare fucking Tyron Woodley? Like, are you serious? Listen to me, man. This dude is clean, okay? Clean. Get that through y'all's head. He lives a clean lifestyle. Tyron Woodley is clean. He reminds me, and he's going to play the role of Rashad Evans on Saturday night. Everybody just knew Chuck was going to handle him. The power, the viciousness. Like, Robbie's going to, like, there's no way. But I'm telling you right now, it's the threat of Woodley's wrestling that is going to get Robbie to think twice about certain things that he's done in the past. Woodley's going to catch Robbie, and I believe Woodley knocks Robbie Lawler out. I know we haven't seen it in a long time. But ladies and gents, I'm telling you, Saturday night, I really believe this is the outcome. We're going to have a new welterweight champion of the world. And he may hold that belt for a while. People have been sleeping on Willie for too long, man. Say what you want about him. He's done what a lot of fighters won't do, and that's fine. He waited for his opportunity, and I don't want to hear the shit about he's not next up. He's not just like, no, don't discredit what this man has done, all right? We've seen what happens to fighters who don't wait, who get promised a shot, and take a fight right before that shot and get fucked up and now lose the shot and got to work their way back up for 2 years. Well, he said, fuck that. I've been dreaming about this since I've been a kid. I want to be champion of the world. That man waited. And y'all got something to say about him waiting? It's not like he waited and didn't deserve it. He did what he had to do, got promised a shot, and then waited. Wait for your shot, man. Opportunity windows are very slim in the UFC. Wait for your opportunity, and Woodley did, and he's going to capitalize on it on Saturday night. I predict Tyron Woodley will be the new welterweight champion of the world. If you disagree, leave some comments below. I'm always down to talk. Intelligent conversations, though, don't troll me. Anyway, if you like my podcast, it's the second episode. Like and subscribe. Hit those buttons for me. If you don't like, hit the don't like. I don't discourage anybody from expressing their feelings. This is America. You can feel any type of way. It doesn't bother me either way. Thank you for tuning in.